All right, so these students made it look easy. But actually, to get 800 on your SATs, it's actually very difficult, and to get into a good school nowadays. Especially the English reading and writing portions. A lot of students, even if you spend an entire summer, you spend many months studying, you still might not get the results that you want, or that the competitive score that is accepted by colleges. That's why we have asked our head English teacher, Mr. Johnson, to talk about how we can make the best use of this summer to enhance our reading and writing skills, and how they can translate into good GPA and better test scores. Let's welcome Mr. Johnson.
Thank you. Okay, there we go. Anyway, so now this summer we're going to have. Do you have the one that has the classes there? There it is. Okay, we have vocabulary and grammar, grades 6 to 7. Now the thing is, this is usually based on the level of the student. Okay, we're going to go over all the grammar that apparently isn't being taught many places these days, and vocabulary. Okay, vocabulary is a real springboard to a better academic outcome. Then advanced English, this of course will also include vocabulary and grammar, but also reading and some writing as well. Now critical reading and grammar is obviously critical reading and grammar, and these are challenging readings for the students, so that it's not easy stuff. As a matter of fact, if it's too easy, then I'll get something harder. Now, then we have English for SAT, grades 9 and 10. Now, these courses, then there's the one on, there's another bunch, aren't there? Yeah, there we go, okay. Then we've got this English poetry. So this will be the whole spectrum. We'll go from Beowulf all the way to T.S. Eliot. And that should be fun, actually. And then U.S. history down here. Now, U.S. history is a very good thing to learn. Okay, it's first of all, it's the Cadillac of the A-push classes, liberal arts classes. And it's something that a person really ought to know just to be a good citizen, if not to be a good student. So this, I highly recommend that, and the English poetry, and something else based upon the student's level. I always like to let the student achieve up to his or her potential. So that if I have some kids in the class who basically should be an ESL class, so I give them a little bit less to do. It challenges them, but it's not as hard as what you expect from a kid who's quite advanced. So sometimes, though, you'll have a 6th or 7th grader who's reading and performing at a 9th grade level. So I try not to hold them back, to punish them for being smart. Anyway, now I don't know if you guys have been watching 60 Minutes, but anybody see the show last Sunday on what they call it, Fly? F-L-I? Well, what it is this. Apparently a bunch of Ivy League colleges have gotten together, and they have a new program now. It's called First Generation Low Income. So what they're doing is they're setting aside a certain number of spots for kids who are first generation, in other words, their parents never went to college, and they're low income. And I doubt that anybody here actually fits that category, which means that it's going to be even harder than it was before, okay? It was hard. Then it got harder. Now it's going to be even harder. So, the thing is this. What everyone needs is some special, let's say, aspect to their academic career. First of all, something that's very important is the teacher recommendation letters. What you'll see is if you look around, I'm actually having a student journalist at Palo Alto High School do this. She's going to look and see what percentage of the class are getting into, from the area here, getting into Ivy League colleges. And I think it's going to show a clear downward trend. So it's getting harder and harder. Now, the first thing is, this is not something to worry about. Because what will happen is, there are lots of very good students going to what we'll call second-tier schools, okay? Which is fine, because what will happen is, the real quality of the student body does not come from the teachers. It comes from the students. They're the ones who make the college great, not the teachers. Now, some of these colleges have an impressive name, that's good for a bumper sticker, but that's not of any real value. What's really good is that these kids are going to go, and if they cluster at a certain place, at certain colleges, they will raise the level of that college. They'll make it a competitive college, which is fine. That's very good. But what you really need to do to maximize your placement in this program is to have a personal passion, something that you are very much enthusiastic about. There are a lot of kids that are very good at taking tests and getting A's. I would not expect that these colleges are going to give up. If you can watch this stuff, this 60 Minutes show. You can go back and just get it online. It's free. Just go to cbs.com/60 Minutes. It was on last Sunday, and it was something about college admissions. But the thing is this: they are having very good results from this FLY program. Okay, what's happening is these kids are overachieving, and which is good for them and it's good for the country, but it's bad for y'all, right? So what you do is you need to have a passion, have something that you specifically love and want to do. It could be, who knows, the clarinet, okay? It could be whatever it is. It should be something that the student, not the parents, the student is emotionally committed to, okay? That is very important. That gives them a reason to justify letting this kid in. You see what I'm saying? They need some sort of a nudge. And that could be your passion, okay? And the idea of passion also involves what I like to call embracing the challenge. A lot of people, when they encounter difficulty, they avoid it. They try to avoid difficulty, right? You say, well, I don't need to deal with that. And so they try to go around it, under it somehow. It's far better to embrace it. Consider it to be a challenge. So now this is mainly for the kids here, right? When you find that you say to yourself, I don't like this, or I hate this, or this, I try to avoid whatever it is, math or grammar, whatever it is. Consider that to be a challenge. Okay, there are 3 types of challenges you're going to face. Physical challenges, can you lift the car? Intellectual challenges, are you smart enough? And then there are emotional challenges, which are by far the most difficult and the most important to overcome. Because once you can overcome your emotional challenges, you can lead other people, okay? Then you can become not merely a function, but a leader, okay? So you want to embrace challenges, okay? And have a passion, okay? Always challenge yourself. Sometimes, for example, a student will be satisfied, well, I'm getting an A, no, that's not enough. You can do more, okay? Now, I'm not saying that you should run yourself ragged, and really, the parents ought to get together and have them limit the amount of homework these kids get. It seems to me abusive. When I was in the school, we used to get, let's say it's a math class, and there's a certain idea, like the difference of 2 squares or something like that. We'd have maybe 5 problems to do about the difference of 2 squares. I look at these kids' homework now. They have 30 problems. Same idea, 30 problems. All it is, in my opinion, is just busy work. But the problem is, it keeps them up. So they're not getting enough sleep. So they're tired all the time. It's not good. It's just not a good thing. So the PTA ought to get together, go down to the local school and have them, well, first of all, check it out. Make sure you have the facts. How much homework your kid has. To me, it seems abusive, okay? It's not a good thing. So the thing is, though, embrace the challenge, have a passion, and the kid, you should challenge yourself. Don't let it be something where you just go along, rising and falling with the level of the other kids at the school. Set your own standard, because there are what we call prep schools back east, where they come around here and they'll cherry pick this kid and that kid and another kid. They'll send them back east, where they have school 24 hours a day. The teachers live right there, okay? And they'll have office hours, basically, all the time, okay? And they get these, and if you get into one of these situations, you can pretty much write your own ticket where you want to go, okay? Because the teachers are connected, with the admissions office. So you need to make sure that you have some good recommendations. Okay? You need to impress a couple of teachers, right? You need to have a passion. You need to embrace the challenge. Okay? Challenge yourself. Not so much that somebody else is making you do it. You're not doing it for mom and dad. You're doing it for you. Because you're the ones going to be left holding the bag. And then you just do your best, and that's all you can do. And then you wait until April Fool's Day of your senior year, and you'll get that email or whatever it is, and then just roll with the punches, take whatever you get, okay? Hopefully you'll get where you want to go, but if you don't let that slow you down. If anything, make it, sort of have a chip on your shoulder, that you deserved it, but somebody else got it, but you deserved it, okay? But remember, you have to set yourself apart, some sort of special aspect, okay? So, and Angelica, what's your special aspect? What do you want to do? Very good. She's communicating with me telepathically. So what she wants to do is be very good in U.S. history, which you can, of course, do. So just let me know, and then I can give you the test. See? Okay? Yes, very good. Okay, so that's basically what we're going to be doing over the summer, and hopefully, everybody will come there with a good attitude, okay, and be willing to, accept, not merely accept, but embrace the challenges that they will encounter. Okay, dokie? Very good.